DOB.
What up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick Ill, aka Charles Brown, back again with another Talking Facts. But I want to ask you a question. Are you good? You being safe out there? You got one of these masks for your face? All right, man. Good. All right, man. I want to start this one off talking about your boy, dababy. He got a new album called Blame It on dababy. dababy, bruh. Let me just preference this by saying I like dababy. I like dababy's persona. I like the way this dude came up. I like that this dude don't play. Like, listen, man. Like dudes like me from 80s, 90s hip hop era, right? We respect a hard dude, right? Like a dude that don't take nothing. Like it's off the muscle. Like, listen, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really trying to start nothing, but I will finish it. You know what I'm saying? Like we like that. Let me just start there. We like that. Like when you coming up, the worst thing you can do is let dudes play with you. You know what I'm saying? Because then they playing with you every day and it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta figure out early what you want, how you want it to be out here when you come outside. You know what I'm saying? Some cats, they fine getting chased on and like, you know, getting when they come around, everybody clowning them, and then they gotta walk away, or when they come around, they jittery because they don't want to get swung on or whatever. And some cats is not really having that. Some cats got a real great personality and disarming ability to make you, give you an effect that makes you not want to bother them. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's an ability to make people feel comfortable with you, so therefore you're not on their radar to bully. You understand? And some people have no charisma at all. They're just very easily targeted and they're very easy to bully because they're so afraid of what might happen. They're scared to find out what's gonna happen. Some dudes is like you're gonna have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you threatening, you about to do, you're gonna have to do that because whatever it is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how dababy strikes me. He like one of them dudes like, oh, you gonna hit me with that stick, or you gonna have to hit me with it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, because we ready to fight regardless. And that's how we was raised. We was built like that. And a lot of these dudes, this is what I want to say. A lot of these dudes in this era right now, and I hate to be that guy, that old head saying, oh man, it's soft, like, oh, they feminine, they all my, but you don't see much of that, right? I'm gonna give you for instance. Lil Uzi Vert and Rich the Kid. I believe it's Rich the Kid, who about 2-3 years ago got into a little back and forth on Twitter. Silly stuff. You should have signed to me. Why would I sign to you when I could do da-da-da? He's like, you tried to sign me for $20,000. Like, just a little back and forth banter. Then it just, I guess, it got into disrespect. And all of a sudden, this dude's in Philly, same time as this dude. And this dude, that's his hometown. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Rich the Kid was in Philly. And this is Uzi's hometown. So Uzi came up to whatever store he was at and was standing out there. This dude got to be all of 3'9". You know what I'm saying? Skinny as a little third grader, and was like, what's up? And then they pan to this dude, and this dude is sitting there looking shook. Next thing you know, he getting chased on, and he running all through the Starbucks and all this stuff. Like, in the 90s, it was different. But he still can have a career after that. Dude just dropped a hot-ass song like a week or two ago. People was bobbing to this like, yo, this is fine. In the 90s, you on film getting ran on and chased and running behind the Starbucks counter and all, like, you're done out here. You are fantastically done. I can't remember a rapper who ever did something like that. It came back, because it's not just about your rap music. You have a certain, I'm not gonna say persona, but you have a certain element to live up to. You have to be able to hold your head up if you're gonna be hard. Rap is an aggressive game. It's competitive. And the last thing people want to see is two soft dudes battling. It's not fun. There's no danger in that. There's nothing to do from that but comment how weird both of them are. Like, let's say, for instance, you get Big Pun beefing with a Jay-Z, which really happened. Then you want to know, okay, what's good? Or you get a Cuban Links beefing with Mano. Then you want to be like, oh, yeah, I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? But let's say you get a Lil Skies versus Lil Pump. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the kid with the little white kid that dissed Tupac and everybody was trying to get at him? You get him, you know what I'm saying? Lil, whatever his name is, him versus Justin Bieber, and it's like, yo, what, really? Like, who cares? Like, there's no element, there's no chance of them ever fist fighting. There's no chance of someone, like, shots ringing off. There's no chance of that. So who cares about that battle? That's just for comments in the comment section. But a dude like dababy, not really, any smoke is wanted. He gonna handle any smoke, and that's what we like. Old heads like myself, we want to see, can you fight? They used to make us put the gloves on around the way and fight. You ain't had to want to. You was doing it anyway. I seen mad dudes got the gloves slapped on him, and next thing you know, a dude rushing him, and he just got to deal with it. Get beat up or fight. Ain't no in between. And I don't think that's what's happening these days. I'm not saying you got to be this thug and you got to be out in these streets punching people in the face and shooting and stabbing and all. No, that's not what I'm saying. And frankly, we got to do better than that anyway. That's not what this is about, but it's about defending yourself. I don't remember any stories of dababy going after somebody on his own. You know what I'm saying? I always see this dude smiling, always see him laughing, always see him being a good sport. He don't never try to be something that he's not. And that's how you can tell a dude is real, because when a dude is really real, he's not all mean mugging and da-da-da. Because somebody that's always mean mugging and trying to be tough and this and that, either they're mentally deranged or they really scared and they're trying to act tough. Because you do get people that act tough just to keep people off their back. Like, you act real tough and you look them all mean, da-da-da. You're going to keep 50% of the jokers from even trying you. And 50% is a good percent. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes walk around and they use a lot of slang, and they use a lot of chopped and broken English, even though they smart as hell. But they do a lot of fronting just so they can be looked at as tough. And I never see dababy acting overly tough. I know he will say, like, listen, if it is what it is, you run up, that's probably the last time you run up, like he did the kid in Walmart. And that's crazy that you can kill a man in Walmart and not do a day in jail. Because it's self-defense. Right? It's self-defense. And you got to say, it's either him or me. I'm in here with my kids and this dude run up. And imagine losing your life over something so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, imagine losing your life over something so ridiculous, where you see a dude in a Walmart and you try to run up on it. He with his kids. I thought kids was off limits. Like, you can't run up on a dude with his kids, but whatever. It's a whole new world. And you get smoked. Somebody's family's ruined. That's somebody's child. That instead of learning how to get money legally or figure out how to become a strong citizen and do things the right way, he's out here trying to make a come up in a Walmart and get duffed on and get smoked. And that's the problem with us as a people. So when I say I like how dababy is tough, I like how he There's no nonsense. I'm not saying in an ignorant way to be that way. I'm saying when you are a rapper and you're going to talk tough, you need to back that up. A lot of these guys talk very tough and wouldn't back that up, wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. I remember after the Rich the Kid whole debacle, I think Rich the Kid, even after that video, Rich the Kid put something on Twitter, on Instagram, to the effect of, don't try me. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I'm still that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, get off the internet. Heal your wounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Chill out, bro. You trying too hard to be hard, and no one's buying that. No one believes that. And the simple fact that you don't understand that you just got ran and chased and duffed on and all, the fact that you think you still can go back on Instagram in a day or two and post anything about anything shows you the era we're in. A lot of front and a lot of faking. But like I said, the first time I saw dababy, I didn't know who he was. All it was a Vlad TV clip. Rapper asks to check in, responds. Something like, I don't know what the title was, but it was the fact that some random rapper was in a different neighborhood by himself, and he was goons, quote unquote, asked him, did he check in? And he's like, nah, I ain't checking in. And I'm going to tell you something. I watched the whole video. I'm like, damn, cuz kind of wild right now. Like, cuz kind of crazy, but at the end of the day, them dudes ain't do nothing. So it's either something they know or something he know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how you can run up and ask a dude to check in, but you standing in the street. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got 200-300 feet from the dude talking about, did you check in? Did you check in? Either you really ain't want to check him in, or you knew something that we didn't know that you better not try to check him in. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the video and I'm like, damn, like, I ain't know what to think at first. I'm like, is he like one of these fake hard? He's trying to be hard? Because he's like, nah, I don't do no checking in. He's rolling up. He's like, I don't do no checking in. And he's just looking down. And I see like one girl, two girls. I'm like, I don't see no crew with this dude. I'm like, what's happening right now? Like, what's going on? How is he able to stand up there? He kind of like smirking, disregarding him. He was respectful. He was like, yo, yeah, bro. Nah, I don't really do no checking in, bro. He wasn't disrespectful to the dude. He just was telling him, like, bro, this is what it is. And it kind of like, I was like, damn, what's this dude, like a wannabe thug or something? Or is this really real? But either way, I was intrigued. I was like, man, he kind of held his own in that situation. I just like respected that. At first, I was like, man, he could have just been like, oh, my bad or whatever. Blah, blah. But then I'm like, what he supposed to really do? I'm like, that could have went left for the dude. Like all the comments, and if you read the comments under, like, yeah, he want to be tough. They could have smoked him. They probably would have done it. Like everybody was saying in the comments that he was a wannabe thug and da-da-da. And the other guys was wannabe thugs and all. So everybody was wannabe thug. But looking at that from the street perspective, I'm like, dude really was in real, that could have turned bad. Because it got a little testy, a little aggressive, but they never stepped up on the porch. And that's what you need to understand. And I think he said afterwards they was cool. And I think he said that he gave them alcohol and stuff like that or whatever. And everybody was kicking it. But it took a minute to get to that. And that's my whole thing. Dude did not back down. Dude did not look like he was under duress. Then he started rolling his blunt. The average dude would have been like real focused on these dudes. Dude was like, man, listen, I'm not really checking in, bro. It is whatever it is whatever. That's when I first got introduced to him. And I think after that was the Walmart shooting. And then after that, it was, what song was it? It was something, it was like, no, it was about three or four things before I even was really onto his music. But by then, after those 3 or 4 things, because he didn't blow up over the Walmart thing and he didn't blow up over the video shoot thing, but he blew up, he dropped Suge and something right before Suge that was rocking. And everybody started rocking. Before you knew it, This dude was with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? He had Diddy on his freaking, on his Instagram telling them, you the man. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a real quick, like a year, and this dude was in everybody's psyche, the baby, da da da. And I had determined early, like, I was like, after the Walmart thing and all that, I started seeing this dude, and I saw him on Vlad. That's where I saw him at. I saw the interview on Vlad, and he was describing a lot of stuff, and it wasn't a lot of rah-rah. See, me, I like a dude that, he gonna tell you what it is, he ain't gonna incriminate himself, and he's not gonna glorify it. You know what I'm saying? Just like the other dude out of Houston. I think his name is Yella. He was on Vlad, and he told the story of how the dudes was in his house. I think both of them had a story like that. Dudes ran up in his house, and he got to shoot and blah blah blah. But it wasn't Yella or dababy. Neither one of them glorified. They just told the story, and you can tell that they did what they had to do, but it wasn't on some Superman shit. So it wasn't like, I'm Superman, I'm the man, da da da. Like some of them young kids get on there and they act like the Soldier Boy, bah, bah. Shot him in his ass, bah, bah. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like that. They just told the story of some grown man shit. This is how it went down. And I like the dude even more because he did not glorify what he did. He just told you what he did. And what he did was like super gangster because he like protected his home. And he defended his shit against 3-4 niggas. It's just like, yo, really? You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes in that situation was fooled. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes turned the tables, and that's a good look when you really out here and you understand what could have went down. So I started to really be like, yo, I need to keep my eye on this dude. And then he dropped Suge, and he dropped a couple other joints. And then he was on that Dreamville joint where he spit hard-ass verse. And I was like, yeah, I rock with this dude. I like this dude. Like, because he coming out of the country. I think he out of, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's out of Carolina, North Carolina or something like that. I could be wrong, but I believe he's somewhere from there. And he's repping that. You know what I'm saying? And he's not, some people from the South don't be lyrical. But I believe you peel back all the superstar appeal, dude got some lines. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting him up there with Nas or them, but dude can spit. He can ride a beat. Dude got bars. Like I said, we're not talking top five. You know what I'm saying? But dude got, you can listen to him. It's like a 2 Chainz situation. You can listen to him. You can follow this. This is something that a real hip hop head could take to and be happy to say, all right, I like that. So I say all of that to say this. This is the first full-on dababy album I've listened to. I've seen the videos. I've seen the collaboration videos. I've heard the tracks that were big on the radio or like online, whatever. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of videos of him being interviewed. I've seen him in several situations. I have not listened to an entire Baby album. I think this is the second. For all I know, it could be the third album. I know he got a lot of music. So this is my first full album of dababy that I'm listening to. I wanted to hear the last one. I started to listen to like the first 2 or 3 tracks, but I never got back to it. I've never done a review on anything by dababy, so I'm basically coming in blind with what he does, how his music is. I've already determined I like what he does. Let's put it like that. I like what he does. I like pretty much most of the singles he drops is rocking to me. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this. When I listen to this album, and I usually go song for song, every song I tell you how the production was, the topic of the song, and all, and what, you know, what I felt the song was about, all that. I'm not doing that with this. The reason being is because when I listen to this album, there are a lot of good songs on here, but I feel like from beginning to end, the entire album is the same. The same tone, the same almost tempo, almost the same exact 808 usage. Like the 808s carry the entire record. The bass, the kicks, boom, 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 boom. Like, it's all good music on its own. But as you put it together as a project, right? If I'm listening for a project, the songs, even if the same artist, somewhere that stuff got to change up to me. And maybe I'm listening to it wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to be finding the nuances in each song, which I did look for. But to me, and I don't listen to a lot of trap music. I know what it's supposed to sound like. I like some trap music. You know what I'm saying? I like some of the trap music I do like. But for me, I don't find it very enjoyable, or the replay value to me, to have 5, 6, 7, 8 songs in a row. Again, I'm a trap head. If I'm a trap head, that's all I listen to all day. If I'm rolling up and smoking to that, and that's my lifestyle, then this is perfect. And it's nothing trash. But it's all similar. Like, every beat is a trap beat. And correct me if I'm wrong, that's how it sounds to me. And I myself, I'm not going to replay an entire album of trap, because most of the time trap is very braggadocious. It's very, very hood, which is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't like hood music. It's very... The topics are very, I fucked your bitch, I got money, I got some chains on, you know, I take care of my kids, but, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's that spun in different ways. And for me, and not only that, when I look at DaBaby's delivery, it's very DaBaby. He's this dude's a superb rapper. He's a superb rapper. But to me, and I hate to be that guy, be like, oh, a Kendrick or a Cole, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody that we relate to as top tier. Even dare I say a Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you are rapping and these concepts and songs are supposed to have different meanings, different feels, is what I'm trying to say. Your rap voice cannot be the same for each and every one. And I know that he did the song, he said, I'm going to do something soft for the real niggas. And that still was almost the same as everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even like, it didn't switch up crazy. It didn't get too abstract. It didn't get too personal. Like, he spits personal stuff in there, right? And we know when we hear. Now, I heard that the last one was way more personal, and a lot of people, when they said it was his first album, and it was like, I didn't expect it to be so personal, but like I said, I didn't get to hear that whole thing. So maybe that one's more personal, and this one is more to get the money, get the bag. So maybe I need to go back and hear that one. But this one was not very introspective, in my opinion. Like I'm saying, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is good music. I'm not saying it's trash music. Because I'd be the first to say this trash. It's trash rap. But it's not trash music. It's not trash rap. What it is, I believe it's for a certain demo who don't want to go too left, too right. They don't want to go deep. They don't want to hear too much about your grandma or mom got sick or they want to party. These dudes is riding around 4 deep, rolling up, going to somewhere to do whatever fun or rob somebody, whatever. They want mood music for that fits their mood. And they don't want a song to change the mood up, and that's what he's giving them. He knows his market. His demo is just that. Now, I say all that to say this. If he's ever going to be considered top five is not about sales. That's part of it. But top 5 is not about sales. Top 5 is how diverse is your portfolio. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he ain't been in the game 20 years. He only been in the game a hot 2, 3 years tops. So you got plenty of time to do whatever. That's like a Cardi B album. I can't listen to no whole Cardi B album. You know what I'm saying? I know this blasphemy. I like a lot of Cardi B stuff because she don't care. She's not trying to dumb it down. She's not trying to like, well, let me be sweet right here. Like it's like all cursing, all fuck you, all gangster, like whatever, bitch. Like it is what it is, and I can accept that if that's what you're giving me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't listen to a whole album of that. I can't. I just can't because I don't feel like that's real life. You understand? I don't feel like that's real life. And we go back to NWA. I was young when NWA came out. It took me years to understand that wasn't all real. You know what I'm saying? Like you listen to NWA, boom, 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 I kept running, niggas start gunning. All that happens sometimes. There's no one that every day is. I'm Easy E the one they're talking about. Nigga try to roll craps and just crapped out. Like, the bitch is all this shit. Like, every day is not like that. It's not like that every day. So, I can't listen to that nonstop without something in there to let me know, oh, you're a real person. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, you're a real person. Look at anybody's songs, albums right now that's like doing goat shit. Their albums have mad versatility. Like go back and listen to Damn, or go back and listen to the last KRS album, or go back and listen to the Tribe Called Quest album, their last album. Go back and listen to, I even like Lil Wayne's last joint. I like 2 Chainz's last joint. I felt like Wayne's joint was diverse. He opened up with the XXX Tentacion track, which some of y'all felt funny about, but I like that song. That shit, to me, was very, it was heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a dude that was, I've been doing this for 30 years. And I don't even want to be the best no more. I am what I am, but I'm still me, I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? He not out here, and dababy got years to get to that. To that level where I've been doing this so long, I ain't got nothing to prove at this point. I'm just telling you how I feel right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think that dababy is a great artist, and he's going to be in that top 10 discussion if, for one, he sticks around in rap without something dumb happening, or if he does it understanding that the audience needs to be broader. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, a broad audience is you're going to need to pull in. Right now, the NBA YoungBoy crowd is like, it's like a bubble. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's his crowd. The NBA YoungBoy crowd will never, ever be on the level of a Jay-Z status. Never. That is a fact. You could check back with me in 15 years. It wouldn't, unless he changes it drastically. The crowd that he pulls, the people that follow him, and the music that he makes for those people, like Kodak Black and whoever else, they will never be in the top 5 conversation, top 10, top 20. They will never be revered as anything other than trap boys. And that's fine for them to, if that's what they're trying to be. But I get the sense that dababy wants to be bigger than that. You understand? I get the sense from seeing how he's playing this game. He's smiling. He's being personable. He's where he needs to be. He's on time. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his job. Like when Young M.A. first started popping, all you was hearing about was Young M.A. don't be doing her shows. She be missing shows. She be late to shows. She don't even be doing the full show. Like, it was a lot of complaining about Young M.A.'s professionalism. And she was getting the short end of the stick in a lot of those situations. But there was a lot of young MA is unprofessional talk. Right? I don't hear that from the baby. I hear that the baby's where he needs to be. He does his show, dips. That's what it is. And that's how you get where you need to be. So I feel like he wants to be in that conversation. And you're never going to be in a conversation in the first 2-3 years. Even Nas dropped Live at the Barbecue. Everybody was like, oh, but he was still a young nigga that had a hot verse. Young dude had a hot verse on Live at the Barbecue. Now what, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't this thing where Nas' first verse, all of a sudden, we're talking GOAT. Even with Stillmatic dropping, Nas still had to do more stuff in the future for people to look back and say, this dude was dropping classics from the time he got in here. He is the GOAT. If he dropped 2 trash joints and then dropped a hot joint, you wouldn't be saying he's the GOAT. So you had to drop the first one to get to where he's at. You understand? So it takes time for that status. And I think the baby can actually be that because he has a charm and he has a desire to be bigger. The only way he's going to be bigger, though, and this is the realest I could say this, is if he get on some Wu-Tang and diversify his portfolio. You know what I'm saying? On some Dave Chappelle. Diversify your portfolio. We need more heartfelt music. We need more introspective music. We need more teachable music. Now, someone may say, nigga, I'm teaching you how to whip that. Like, you know what I'm saying? No. We don't need that. We that's good, but we need, and I don't know how old he is. I don't know what his age is, but he a grown man. He got a kid or maybe more, and he's making money. Now is where you need to start talking. I ain't saying change your whole shit up. Look at 21. Look at 21 Savage right now. Go back to when 21 first started and look at what he's doing now. That's called evolution. Right? That's called evolution. I don't think, now I don't know about some jacked up, janky ass ratchet club, but a normal club, a regular club for grown people, you wasn't hearing a lot of 21 stuff in there in the back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But now you could possibly hear a lot of 20. He does a lot of good features. He got a lot of joints that will bang right now. And people will rock with it. And they're starting to look differently at 21 because he's doing more humanitarian stuff. He's doing more stuff where he's leaving beef alone. He's getting out of the mix of a lot of silly shit. His name, only time his name is brought in silly stuff is when somebody else bring it in there. You don't see him inserting himself in dumb shit. Right? Like the Young Chop stuff. I don't think he said a word. He could have said something, but he didn't escalate the shit. Let's put it like that. So what I'm saying is the baby gonna have to, in my opinion, take the good ass music he's making right now, sprinkle in a little more different kind of beats, different kind of producers. It's very clean. The production is almost too clean. We need more chances with this. Yes, I know a lot of kids is into the 808s and they into the bass and all that stuff, which is, we all like bass. But every song can't be heavy trap bass. I mean, you can, your money gonna come, and if that's your audience, then by all means make the music for your audience. But when we talk about timeless music, it has different elements to it. It's not the same thing all the way through, and not the same type of rap. They take chances with the flows. They have different females singing. They have different feature. They do more. And I feel like, I'd be honest with you, I feel like this album could have been made in a month or two. Like, this album could have literally, all right, let's do this album while I'm in between tours or whatever, or while I'm on the road. This sounds like an album that could have been made in like a month and a half. And for something you make in a month and a half, 2 months, it's going to be right in that frame. So, again, I'm not saying this is a bad album. I'm not saying this dude is making anything less than good quality music because it's dope music. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm expecting too much. I think I'm expecting him to be more because I like him as a person. I like what he stands. This dude is an honorable dude. You know what I'm saying? The dude tried to take a picture of his daughter. He snatched the dude's phone. Like, we're not doing that. People getting killed behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're taking a picture, put the location, then 4 dudes down there with masks trying to rob him in front of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I applaud him for snatching your phone. And not a judge in the world should give him any time for breaking your shit. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say this. I think this dude is a special talent. I think this dude is going to be huge. And he has the potential to do Drake numbers. But again, Drake spectrum is wider. Drake's spectrum is way wider than what dababy is. And I think dababy's going to learn, make bigger records, get with bigger, I'm not going to say bigger producers, just do bigger sounding stuff. Can't keep doing trap shit. It can't all be trap shit. T.I. got out of that. You know what I'm saying? That was T.I. thing, trap. And then he learned, all right, let me do this joint with Justin Timberlake over here. And let me do this joint over here with Rihanna. And let me do this. So he got bigger. He understood. I don't know if I'm making sense to anybody out there, but he understood where the game was going. Anthems, big records. Stuff that you can bump on the radio to somebody who's not a trap head. Right? My wife don't listen to a lot of Eminem, but she loved that Eminem and Rihanna song. I love the way you lie. You understand? She can't tell you one thing Eminem's saying, but she loved the song. So what I'm saying is, Eminem is Eminem, but he made a song timeless. The joint with him and Rihanna is timeless. You can play that any black cookout anywhere. You can play that song. And yeah, you can play Suge at any cookout. But at the end of the day, your grandma might maybe like turn that mess off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, we need some more universal music. That's all I'm saying. And I like the music on here, but I'm going to give this a C+. That's not bad. That is not bad. I think this dude got the potential to really chokehold this game. Really chokehold this game. Just like a Pusha T. Pusha T needs to do more, but he shouldn't. Pusha T should make Pusha T music because there is no other lane. And we don't want to hear him. He said it himself. Y'all just want to hear me do coke raps? Yes, that's pretty much all we want to hear. Because he does it so well. We don't want to hear nothing else. We have suspended belief with all this other stuff, and we do like to hear you do coke raps. We know that you're just a rapper. We get that, but we like the Tony Montana essence of what you're doing. No one else is doing it. So we can suspend belief, 5, 6, 7 songs and move on and be like, this shit is fire. But with that being said, Pusha T will never have the status of a T.I. or a Jay-Z. He would never be on that level ever. Pusha T don't even, I think Pusha T hit records were with the Clips. You know what I'm saying? You're talking 20 years ago. But at the end of the day, Pusha T just made a classic. Pusha T's a classic rapper. You know what I'm saying? If we're just talking rappers based on persona and lyrics, then he's right there. But we're talking all time, like everything, your legacy. Pusha T legacy is only dependent on him dissing Drake and making that one classic joint and a couple joints with Kanye. So all I'm saying is, if dababy want to be bigger, diversify that portfolio. My name is Chuck Wick Gills. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.